All right, next up we got the NFC East. And for years, the NFC East has been touted as the best division in football with the Cowboys, Giants, Redskins, and Eagles. What is your outlook on the NFC East this year? Which team is the cream of the crop that's going to rise to the top?
As it pertains to the cream of the crop, I can't answer that. Either one of these 4 teams can either finish first or 4th. So I'm just going to roll the dice. I mean, I don't have them in my hand, but I'm rolling the dice. I'm just going to pick the Cowboys because it's the sexy pick. Super Bowl's in Dallas. But at the same time, if, and that's a big if, Eli Manning can manage, not screw it up, and hand that ball off and count on their defense because they run a track meet on that front four in New York, they could easily run away with it too.
I could agree with you that there's a lot of question marks in this NFC East. It still is the most competitive division in football, definitely NFC. But the Dallas Cowboys could be overrated slightly. The Giants, you don't know if you're gonna get the last year's Giants or the 08 Giants. You don't know who you're gonna get yet. We still gotta see them perform on the defensive end. Cause I'm not really worried about Eli Manning and the offense. I mean, they gonna do what they gonna do. But on the defensive end, where they didn't show no heart last year, and then you look at the Redskins. Okay, you bring in a Devin McNabb, they finishing last. You know, they finishing last, and then you look at my Eagles, which I'm home here, my Eagles. But it's question marks with the Eagles from the quarterback position. I'm still not a true believer in McCoy at the running back position. I mean, we still got, with the whole defensive being changed over since the death of Jimmy Johnson last year, I mean, there's a whole lot of questions in that division. So you pretty much, it is a crapshoot. And the crapshoot, for me, since it is a crapshoot, I got to take the Eagles to win that division, because of the playmakers that they have on both sides of the field.
They do have playmakers, but they don't have a quarterback that's battle-tested.
Well, they got 2 quarterbacks, and one of them is battle-tested. One of them is a quarterback who was the first to win the playoff game in Green Bay.
Okay, well, they didn't,
on the road.
They didn't trade McNabb because they had Vic.
I mean,
they traded McNabb because they had Cole.
They traded McNabb because they had Cole and Vic.
Maybe.
McNabb never could get it done. When like, that is gonna find out. If you have a quarterback who can't get it done, it's time to move on. Give somebody else a shot.
Damn, you passionate about what did I miss? Man took you to 5 championship games, or 5 or 4, and a Super Bowl.
And he choked every time.
He didn't choke.
One game he threw up.
Yeah, he did choke. He choked. My
Literally choked.
He did choke.
Well, so since we're talking about the Eagles, can Cobb come in and fill the role that McNabb had? Can he come in and fill the void that McNabb left behind?
It's a wait and see.
The man can't say what you want to say about McNabb, choke artist or not. The man did take them to a Super Bowl and 4 NFC championship games. So he is battle tested. I mean, you can't say that. I mean, Jim Kelly went to 4 Super Bowls and lost, but are we prepared to call him a choke artist? But
but I think, why does McNabb get all the blame when the head coach, he's still in place, owner's still in place, general manager's still in place, but it all falls on the quarterback's shoulders. We all know that. You win with the quarterback and you lose with him.
I mean, you look at the field of play. When it comes down to the last drive, and I got to get it done for my team, McNabb never gets it done. So Kurt Warner got it done. Tom Brady got it done. All the guys who are champions. This is why he's not a champion.
I don't have a problem with anything you're saying right now, but are you ready to hand the keys to Cole?
Well, I got to, because Cole, I mean, he's the only quarterback in NFL history to have 300-yard passing in his first 2 games.
If you throw it 50 times, you can do that. If you're throwing it 50 times.
But see, out the pocket, I think he can replace McNabb. I think he's better than McNabb in the pocket. He just lacks the athleticism that McNabb has to run. But McNabb wouldn't use his athleticism to run. So I mean, I'm good. I'm ready to give somebody else a shot.
You think you know why?
Somebody else a shot.
He was tired of being stereotyped.
And then if he's out of there, then I got my man Mike Vick in there. So I mean, I'm in a good situation.
Well, let's move to McNabb's new team. At the game last night, Albert Haynesworth plays garbage time pretty much, and Mike Shanahan is clearly sending him a message. What can be said about the cohesiveness of that team? What can they do? I know you said they're going to finish last in the division, but can they make steps forward, take steps forward from where they were last year to become a better team and at least be competitive on the field?
I never played in the NFL, but I got to be honest. We all know players don't like preseason football, training camp. You can run the gambit on everything that they don't like about the preseason. But what I saw last night was the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen a player go through. If you don't like a player, come out and say you don't like him. But you don't have your highest paid player, the $100 million man, play 49 out of 55 snaps and risk getting him injured I mean, what message are you sending to your team?
I mean, seriously, this is a new regime.
That's not about a new regime. This man is way too cocky.
Redskins have been going through coaches. They were the Zorn. They went back to Gibbs. They did everything they could do to get a winner. And finally, our owner Snyder, he brings in a coach, and not only brings in the coach, but he sits back from making football decisions for the first time. So now we got somebody who's making football decisions. Let him make football decisions. Albert Hayworth in the offseason decided he didn't want to do a lot of the things that was necessary for the team to gain cohesiveness. You're talking about you get a new coach in, you want to gain some chemistry, and Albert Hayworth like, no, I'm not coming. I don't want to play 3-4. This is it's punishment. You know, it is what it is. So I mean, this is why he's playing all those snaps. I think the Redskins with Shanahan and with this new direction and with installing discipline, it's a building block for the future. I just don't think the offensive line and the running backs are going to be good enough this year to put them past last. But as far as 2-3 years down the road, yeah, I think they're going in the right direction.
Will a wild card team come out of this division?
I think it's a foregone conclusion that they have to have a wild card. Well, they don't have to, but I think that logically they will.
Logically they will. All right. So
I'm hoping it's Dallas.
You hoping it's Dallas?
I'm hoping it's Dallas.
Who you hoping it is?
And we'll get to why later.
I don't think the wild card is coming out this division. I think the winner of this division is going to make the playoffs. I mean, because when you're looking at the NFC North, which we're going to get to, there's a couple teams in that division who probably will, you know, get over the hump. But if there is a team, it will be Dallas. I think a wild card could come out, but they're going to be beating each other so much and pounding on each other so much that maybe just the top of that division comes out this year.
All right, well, that's it for the NFC East. Next up, we got the NFC North.